Ferrari are heading into their F1 home track at Monza under a mix of pressure and confidence, believing they are on the right path. It has become a recurring question as Formula One arrives at Monza in the late summer weeks. When will Ferrari manage to secure another World Championship victory? It has been 307 races and nearly 16 years since Kimi Raikkonen became the 9th driver to claim a title while donning motorsport's iconic red colours. With Red Bull and Max Verstappen dominating this year's races, Ferrari finds itself engaged in an entertaining and closely contested battle for the remaining positions behind the reigning champions. Despite this, their performance has been characterised by significant inconsistency. While achieving 2 pole positions, 3 podium finishes, and securing 4th place in the Constructors' Championship might appear modest, it falls short of expectations considering Ferrari's renowned status in the sport. Following a disappointing showing at Zandvoort last weekend, they approach their most crucial weekend of the year, where the spotlight will be on the performance of the 2 red cars, drawing the attention of spectators in the grandstands. What has caused Ferrari's decline in form this year? A stark contrast to the impressive start they had in 2022. Moreover, what strategies is the team now led by Frederic Vasseur employing to reverse this trend as they move towards the 2024 season? Let us know your thoughts in the comment below. Now, let's examine the possibility of Ferrari making a comeback on their home ground. The upcoming special livery, overalls and race helmets are intended to commemorate Ferrari's recent achievement at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in June. This victory marked Ferrari's return to triumph at the renowned endurance race after a long hiatus since their last win in 1965. However, the situation in the Formula One realm is less celebratory for Ferrari. Here's a noteworthy point we'd like to mention. For the event, Ferrari drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz will do one-off race suits adorned with yellow details, accompanied by special race helmets. The decision to incorporate yellow is significant as Ferrari's racing tradition is closely tied to the iconic red hue, which symbolises Italy's national racing colour. The SF23 has undeniably fallen short of the expectations Ferrari had for it. In fact, they openly acknowledged that this realisation came to light during its initial full test in Bahrain back in late February. This test contrasted significantly with the previous years, where Ferrari appeared to have mastered the onset of Formula One's new regulation era. Enrico Cardile, Ferrari's head of aerodynamics, expressed that they believe their primary weakness lies in the aerodynamic characteristics of the car. He elaborated on this during media discussions in Zandvoort last week, as he shared this thought on it. So, all the focus since T1 when it has been pretty clear that we were not at the level we expected to be, the weakness was coming from there. All the focus, all the efforts has been since T1 on improving the aero characteristics of the car. Despite a challenging weekend at Zandvoort, Carlos Sainz suggests that the fluctuations in Ferrari's performance during the course of the 2023 F1 season could potentially allow them to reclaim the position of the second fastest team at their upcoming home race. Carlos Sainz holds an optimistic outlook for a performance upturn by Ferrari at Monza. He draws inspiration from Leclerc's podium finish at Belgium's Spa-Francorchamps track, a comparable high-speed circuit, where the team aims to regain its form. This time, with the Tifosi eagerly anticipating a strong showing, the spotlight will be on Ferrari's performance. Next weekend, Monza, I think we should be back to a decent place. I know it sounds positive or optimistic right now, but our performance swings this year is so high that we could also be looking at being back to second or third fastest car in Monza. Sainz predicted when speaking to media. Charles Leclerc's victory at Monza in 2019 remains a memorable achievement for him. Reflecting on that race, he recalls a spirited battle with Lewis Hamilton. The sight of the enthusiastic crowd at Monza excites him, evoking the same passionate atmosphere. He holds that every year brings a distinct and special feeling, fueled by the evident passion of the fans. Leclerc emphasises the significance of that 2019 victory and expresses the determination to replicate that success once more. Whether Ferrari can secure victory once more is yet to be determined. Nevertheless, Leclerc maintains a hopeful outlook. It will be difficult this year. Red Bull is very strong, but with the push from the fans, anything is possible. We will do everything we can. We are not in an easy situation, but anything can happen at Monza. The fastest car does not always win here. Despite the noticeable pace difference, He led the team's qualifying effort at the Dutch Grand Prix in 6th place, but was 1.187 seconds behind pole sitter Max Verstappen. Sainz emphasized that there is a positive takeaway from how the Ferrari drivers managed to compete with faster cars in a chaotic, rain-affected race. He stated, "We were fighting with cars that were a lot quicker than us the whole weekend. It was just a whole race of fighting through, getting the calls right. Our pace was nowhere near that to earn 5th place. It means we executed the race well, we did everything well. I'm happy with the result, not happy with how much I struggled and how difficult it was out there for us." Meanwhile, we'd like to pose a question to all of you. Do you believe Ferrari has the potential to secure a podium finish in the upcoming Italian Grand Prix? Let us know your opinion in the comments section. Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur echoed his driver's sentiments about the performance fluctuations. He, however, views this trend as a characteristic that spans from the 2nd to the 12th position on the grid, behind the dominant presence of Formula One's frontrunner Max Verstappen. Verstappen's recent victory on his home turf at Zandvoort marked his 9th consecutive win, equaling a remarkable record. What we can expect is that from one weekend to the other one, that even if Max is always at the top of the list, that between P2 and P12 it's a complete different order. In Spa, we were in a very good shape. This weekend it was a bit more difficult for us. Even if I think the potential was better than the result, that's for sure, Vasseur told media. Certainly, the 2023 Ferrari Challenger has had its notable moments, especially during qualifying with impressive pole positions in Azerbaijan and Belgium, even though the latter was achieved following a Verstappen grid penalty. There have also been close calls in other races, such as in Austria. However, when it comes to the extended duration of Grand Prix races, the performance has often taken a different turn. This is evident from the limited appearances on the podium, a count that is 4 less than that of Aston Martin alone. And as always, stay tuned for more updates, analysis and coverage as we continue to follow the twists and turns of the Formula One Championship. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action.